5 years ago, my husband and I set a goal. We wanted our family to be self-sufficient by 2030. We are halfway there now, and this week I made months worth of juice for my family using a steam juicer I just got as an early Christmas gift. Now, this isn't about the equipment. It's really not even about the juice. This is about what happens when you stop waiting for the perfect conditions and you start building the skills that you need for the life you're trying to create. It's the week of Christmas. My life right now is as chaotic as it gets. I am a mom of 3. I work full time. We're both deeply involved in ministry, and I am a content creator. The local farmers market is closed for the season. The co-ops are on very weird holiday schedules, and I didn't want to wait for a bulk shipment. Now, I could use this as an excuse to put this project off, to wait until we are living full time on our homestead, to even wait until I'm growing all of my own fruit in my own orchard. But I made a decision a long time ago that I wasn't going to wait until we were out of the suburbs to start developing the skills that I need for the future we're building. So I went to the local market, not a fancy farm stand, just an affordable spot with good produce, and I got incredible deals. Grapes for nearly $1 a pound, and then I filled the gaps with Costco. Is it exactly how I want it to be one day? No. One day I want to walk out in my own orchard and harvest this fruit myself, but that is not where we are right now, and I think that's okay. So I ended up getting the foods that were on sale and available, so the quantity really varies, but I have lemons, I have these amazing giant grapefruit. I have some grapes, they were like $1 a pound, but they're from California. It's not local. I want to make sure I'm not misleading. And then I also got a ton of oranges as well. And then I also have some rhubarb. So this is going to be the base for my fruit juice. I can't call it fruit juice, of my juice. I'll see how far this gets me, but I'm sure I'm gonna have to go back to like Costco, because our farmers market is closed right now, and get more to try and see if I can get a couple months of juice. This is the clincher. This tells me just how much juice is actually here ready and like flowing through. So it's a signal for me when I'm making juice, but it's also a tool to let the juice actually flow out. Our farmer's market is closed right now, so I had to buy frozen rhubarb. I've heard rhubarb juice is good. I've never had it. So I'm gonna make a little bit, and if I like it, I can buy more, or I can just grow a ton next season. I haven't done a full tutorial on this, but this is actually really easy. When you have a steam juicer, water goes in the bottom, your food or whatever you're juicing goes in the top. I never even destem most of what I make, and then here is where the juice collects. As the juice is collecting, when there's enough of it, you're going to see it flow through this tube. You want to make sure your clencher is on there to keep it from coming out, and then just keep a jar at the bottom because sometimes it'll leak through. But this clencher is how you release how much juice comes out. When you're done, there's always going to be a reserve juice in here, so check this and also pour that into your bottles because there's always like a remaining portion. I started Monday morning and kept the steam juicer rolling. Not continuously, but just in the flow of my natural life. I would run a batch for an hour, clean between loads, then start another batch. And I had meetings to attend, kids to feed, lunch to make right next to the pot I was using to make juice. The real story is me on my tippy toes, risking it all right now. This is my first time having rhubarb juice. I just let it cool, so we'll see what I think about it. This actually tastes like cranberries. It's tart, like unsweetened cranberry juice. I don't want to call it a berry flavor, but it's like a delicate sweetness to it. I'll be making more of this for sure. My kitchen actually started off pretty cute. I had a little fruit basket, everything was very organized, and by day 2, I looked at my husband and said, this is the product of my own doing. It bothered me probably way more than anyone else in my family how messy things turned out to be. A lot of people wait until they're growing all of their own food before they start developing skills, but I think that's completely backwards. You don't need a homestead to learn how to preserve food. You don't need an orchard to understand how juice actually works. You don't need perfect conditions to start building capacity. So this is about the time of day. The sun goes down. I have 3 young girls, 5 and under, and the evening gets super chaotic. And I would encourage you, if you are in a similar situation where you're like, I don't have time, or I need to take care of my kids, or I need to do bath time and bedtime, I'm in the same boat. And so I would encourage you, just keep going through it. Start in the early morning before they wake up. Go throughout the day. If you work from home, even better. Keep things going while you're working from home. Take a break. Get your kids what they need. Get dinner going. You can do this alongside making dinner. Do bedtime. After bedtime, stay up an extra hour. You can do another batch. And if that doesn't work for you, I think that's totally fine. But I know for me, every single moment that I get where I can be working towards the goals my family has, I take it. And I would encourage you to do the same thing as well. So just so you can see kind of what I have active on the stove at any time, I'm essentially steaming here. Once it's done, I allow it to cool. Depending on if you're doing hot or cold canning, that's a whole thing, but I'll steam here. And then I start canning. So what's in this one right now is, this is the rhubarb and the first batch of grape juice that we did. That's in there right now. And I technically have 3 more eyes on the stove that I could have going, but I just don't have equipment to do multiple batches at once. But that's the dream. We'll get there one day. Now, do you need a steam juicer to do this? Absolutely not. I make tons of videos showing you how you can can with just a stock pot, something almost every American family already has in their home today. This isn't the only bar for entry. But what I do want you to take from this is that you don't have to wait for perfect conditions. You don't have to have it all figured out, and you don't need to be living on a farm. You just have to start with where you are. I wrapped up around 9 p.m. Monday night, started again Tuesday at noon, and in total, I probably had about 2 days worth of not so active time in the kitchen. I made apple juice, 2 different varieties of grape juice, rhubarb, orange, lemonade concentrate, blueberry juice, so much. 5 years ago, we were buying extra groceries each week and sealing rice in Mylar bags in our little tiny suburban kitchen. Today, we're halfway to 2030. We're building a homestead. We're generating our own energy. We're preserving food. We're sharing what we've learned with families across the country, and every single step, even the messy, chaotic, imperfect ones, has been so worth it. So if you're watching this and you feel that pull toward a different way of living, toward providing for a family without asking for permission, I want you to know that this is accessible. You can actually do it, and you're not alone on this journey. And it all starts at your kitchen table.